our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Muscles him off. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing, Jones. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Flacco off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go up top again. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Zone first down for Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play.
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they'll get 32 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now Flacco. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. It finds his target, Fuller. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right side catch, Gilmore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Throwing Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Jones. He completes it to Bryant. The 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now this is brought in by Pryor. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And quickly, they get to the line. A red zone first down for Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrell Pryor with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Here we go.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And you know, Charles, divisional wins always loom a little bit larger, and they especially come into play later in the season. Sometimes they count as 2.
Exactly. The team that wins, if you've beaten that other team and they have to beat you late, they need that extra one. If you already have a win over them, it kind of cancels out what they can do.
Who does not like divisional